The BCG matrix is named after the Boston Consulting Group, one of the most well-known strategy consulting firms in the world. The BCG matrix is one of the most widely used tools for strategic analysis. This matrix was created in the late 1960s to evaluate a company's portfolio of products or business activities, so that companies know whether they should keep, sell, or invest further in their products or activities. This matrix was originally intended for large diversified companies in the United States and was later extended to all companies. It is a graphical representation with two axes, the market growth rate on the vertical axis and the relative market share on the horizontal axis. It thus makes it possible to classify products or strategic business areas into four categories. 1. Stars or star leaders. These are leaders in a growing market, offering strong market penetration. 2. Cash cows, which are leaders in a mature market with strong market penetration. 3. Question marks, which are challengers that offer low market penetration in a high growth market. And finally, number 4, dogs, which have low market penetration and a low growth rate. The strategic recommendations related to the matrix are generally as follows. Maximize profits from cash cows by limiting investments and using surplus cash to finance stars or certain question marks. Abandon or maintain dogs without further investment. Maintain a leading position for stars through necessary investments while waiting for the business to mature and become a future cash cow. And finally, invest to try to become a leader or exit by selling or shutting down the activity. The question marks. The BCG matrix notably makes it possible to determine the cash needs of products or activities and to project their profitability through their relative market share. So, the main strength of the BCG matrix, which can also be used to assess the coherence of a company's international activities, is its simplicity of implementation and understanding. Nevertheless, it does have weaknesses. Among these, it is rather outdated. And also, it does not take into account the specificities of certain sectors and certain organizations. The choice, for example, of the two selected indicators, the growth rate and relative market share, also has its limitations, since they are not the only indicators of profitability or success, or of attractiveness, and where the combination of these two will not necessarily give us a complete picture of the reasons behind the success or failure of your products. Like this type of matrix, it can give the impression that it is sufficient for making radical strategic decisions, whereas it should be considered for what it is, namely a decision support tool, or even a tool to aid reflection before decisions are made, and it must be put into perspective alongside other elements of strategic analysis.